Hello everybody and welcome to another Pilates class. My name is Jenna and I'm here to guide you through our exercises today. So we're going to focus a lot or a little bit more on twisting the body and finding the core control while twisting. And then of course I would like to continue in our work. In the previous video we're going to start more or less the same with our hundreds and roll-ups because those are really fundamental movements in Pilates. And then I'm going to introduce a couple new exercises today, but we're going to keep it simple and start here in a seated position. Roll your shoulders behind a couple of times. Take a breath in, breath out. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. And then good. Finding a breath here first. So take the hands on the side of the ribs. Take a breath in. Exhale out through the mouth to feel the ribs closing in. Again, deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And now as you're breathing out, imagine that you're fucking the mirror. So we strongly really squeeze all the air out of the body. 2 more times. Breathing in. Breathing out, we feel the ribs coming closer towards each other. And then good. To warm up the back of the body, the spine here a little bit, come into a side bend. As far away to the side as you can and push yourself away to the other side. Just a couple of times like this. Take a breath in, exhale, reaching over to the side, other side. And as always, just be very gentle with your body, doing whatever feels good here. I try to explain a lot of things that may help you, hopefully, to find the core connection and find the right spine position, especially, so that you don't hurt yourself. Good. Then we're going to place one hand down, lift one elbow up. We're going to take a breath in. And then exhale, start to bring your elbow down towards the ground. Again, open up, take a breath in. Exhale, elbow coming closer towards the ground. But we keep the spine nice and straight the whole time. Maybe a little rounding whenever you bring your elbow down. But trying to really focus on the opening here. Bringing your elbow all the way behind. And then elbow coming down. Couple more here. So we get a little rotation here for the upper body to start with. 2 more times. Last one in. Exhale and go. Slowly come over to the other side. Take a breath in. Open up. Exhale to bring elbow closer down to the ground. Find your own rhythm here. Connecting the movement and your breath together. Still feeling the breath in the sides of the ribs every time when we open up and release. 3 more times. Last one here. And then good, just a couple of times. Round the back of the body, open up through the chest. And 3 more here. Exhale to round, inhale to push your chest to the front. Last one. And then we are ready to come down onto the back of the body. All the way down. We're starting with the same hundreds as we did in the last video. If you had a look at that, then you know I'm going to quickly explain you through the hundreds. So we're taking the heels together. Now open your toes to the side and start to lengthen through the feet to the front of the feet, your ankles. Your spine is here in a relatively neutral position. You can keep your spine wherever it is. Your lower back is lifting gently up from the ground. And we focus now on the upper body. So arms are coming behind your head first. So we find our crunch. Take the elbows a little closer towards each other so that you can feel your shoulder blades touching the ground. From here, we exhale to gently lift the chest up. There is an apple between your chin and your chest, so we don't start to bring the chest all the way down towards the chest. We keep a little space there to keep the spine and the neck in a neutral position the whole time. So your head is resting on top of your hands as we crunch up a little bit and release down. Exhale to lift up from the center of your chest. Somebody's pulling you up. And then release down. Exhaling up, inhaling down. 2 more times. Exhale up, inhale down, And then we're going to do the same by extending your arms up. And then at the same time now lifting one foot off the ground, looking towards your toes, release the upper body down. Other side. Exhale to lift up. Inhale, release down. Again, exhale up, swap other side. Inhale down. Your spine stays in the same neutral position the whole time. And we focus now on pulling the legs towards your body every time when we lift one foot off the ground. So we're kind of shortening the front of the hips every time when we lift. Imagine you want to pull your legs towards yourself and then release down. This is your prep work for the hundreds. Trying to really get that sensation of pulling the legs towards your body. And if you want to try, both feet at the same time. Now, especially if you lift both feet up, then you want to keep that sensation of pulling the legs towards your body. Because if you don't, if you send the feet away, your back, lower back starts to arch here. And that's not very great for the lower back. So we're gonna exhale, up. Inhale down. Next time, if you can and want, we're gonna stay here, start to pump the arms. If this is too much, send one heel down and we breathe for 4. Deep inhale, exhale. 3. Keep pulling the legs towards you. 2. 1. And then good. Slowly release down. Take the feet down to the ground. You can take your arms above your head, rolling yourself up. Or maybe grabbing behind the legs to bring yourself up. That wasn't very great. Don't copy that. Do as I say, not what I do. So we're coming now into our roll-ups. So it's called roll-up because we want to roll up from the ground. But we are starting first here in a seated position to get the feeling of it, and especially to find the C curve that we talk a lot about in Pilates. So we're going to round the back of the body. You want to roll onto the top of your glutes, rounding through the lower back as much as you can, middle back, upper back. And to help you to round the upper back, we're going to now open through the elbows a little bit to the sides, and then tucking your chin in. So now your chin can come towards your chest. Lift your chest up. We're going to practice this a couple of times. We're coming lower on top of the glutes. Stop. And then bring yourself slowly back up, like somebody's lifting you from the ground of your head. Take a breath in. Exhale to rounding, and then lifting yourself back up. Good. We're gonna do the same, but just extending your arms in front of you. And let's extend the legs actually here too. Feet or heels on the ground and toes lifted up. So we anchor the feet down. Take a breath in. Exhale. Start to slowly do exactly the same. We round. Start to come a little bit lower towards the middle of the back. Stop. We're not gonna go all the way down. And then slowly lift yourself back up. You can take the heels actually here together. So we're going to again round the spine, coming on top of the glutes. If you feel like this is enough for you, then stay here. If you need a little more, lower down, but go only as low as you can still keep the control, holding, and then slowly with a rounded spine coming back up. We keep rounding the spine this time, the whole time. Taking a breath in, exhale, starting to come as low as you can. It doesn't matter how low you can. This is your preparation work. And we really want to focus on the basics to start to get the strength in the core before we do the whole exercise, the full movement here. So if this is you, that's perfectly fine. Keep going with this option. Or if you feel ready for it, slowly, starting to roll yourself all the way down, arms coming above the head. Now anchor your heels down, press the knees also down. We're going to lift upper body up first and start to press the middle of your back towards your mat. At the same time, somebody is pulling you from your fingertips to pull you up. And then rounding your spine, reaching towards the toes. Let's go again. So you choose your option. It can be here, the first one, this one. If you feel like you cannot keep the control, you're falling down without any control, then please choose the first option and start to slowly build that strength before we move on to the next option. Now it really helps you if you imagine that you want to anchor your feet down, pressing the back of the knees also down towards the mat so we don't start to elevate the feet. And now it's great if you have some ankle weights or something to really put the heels down. But that's what we talk about in Pilates, full control. We work in the whole body here, upper body. We anchor the feet down, so also the thighs, the hamstrings, the quadriceps are activating here. And we do a couple more. Really focusing on each repetition, what you do here. Remember, we want to focus on the quality of the repetitions rather than the quantity. So if you feel like you cannot control the movement anymore, then you may just want to come a little lower, stop, come back up. We have one more here. Always taking a breath in as you down, and then with the exhale, lifting you up. Good. Now take the feet a little bit wider to the corner of your mat if you're sitting on top of the mat. And then we reach to the front. Start to round your spine, at the same time reaching forward. So we're pushing the spine, the back of the body towards the back of the room, and then reaching to the front of the room at the same time with the fingertips. From here, start to reach a little bit further to the front and down in front of you. This is your spine stretch. We're going to come up, lift your chest up. So we're going to practice here again the articulation of the spine. So we round first without moving the arms. Start to reach your fingertips all the way to the front. And then from here, reaching down to the ground in front of you. Keeping the spine rounded. Coming back up, lift your chest up. We stack the vertebrae on top of each other, one after another. One more time. Rounding your spine, push the back of the body, your spine towards the back of the room, and then reaching to the front. Coming back up, lifting the chest. Good. Now I'm going to introduce you to a movement exercise called the saw. So arms are nice and wide if you can, if you have some space there. And we're going to take a breath in. Now twisting and start to reach towards your heel on the outside of the foot. We come back up, return back to the center. Other side, we twist first. Somebody's pulling you up from the ground of the head, and we reach on the outer foot. Coming back in, and then arms back to the sides. We take a breath in actually, and exhale to reach down. Inhale, we come back up. Exhale back to the center. Inhale to twist. Exhale, reach. Inhale, we come back up, and now imagine somebody is pulling you from your backhand to lift the chest up, at the same time pulling you all the way up to the sky and returning back to the center. So we're really trying to get feeling the sensation of stretching, of lengthening through the arms as we come up, at the same time lengthening through the back of the body, the spine and the chest. We inhale to twist, exhale to come a little lower. Inhale, come back up, exhale back to the center. We're going to add on 3 pulses here. So now pulsing your upper body, again towards the heel on the outside of the foot, coming back in, exhale back to the center. Inhale, twist, exhale, pulsing 3 times, 2, 1, inhale back up, keep lengthening through the arms, release back to the center. A couple more times. Inhale, twist, exhale, 3, 2, 1, inhale, come back up, exhale, release. And again, inhale to twist, exhale for 3, 2, 1, lift your body up, and then we do one more time, both sides. Lifting up, release, one more time, and 3, 2, 1, reach, and then good, lower. Nice. We're coming now onto the side of the body. We did this in the previous video too, so we're going to do some leg swings or kicks. So finding your long line here first, your wrist, shoulder, hips are everything in the same line, and we're going to take the feet, the heels a little further to the front corner of the mat. Now what you can think of here is to push your hips now away this time from your body. With the hundreds, we were imagining that we want to push the legs towards the body, and now we're doing the opposite. So start to push away from your body, so we get a little gap there between the lower back or the lower ribs and the mat. We want to keep the gap there. Depending on your body, you may create that gap there. You may not be able to do that, but just like imagine that we want to push the hips, the heels away from the body, and then take some support on the ground here. We'll lift the front or the top foot up and start to swing nice and slowly. Control the foot to the front and then back without skimming up on the ribs. So we stay here, keeping the gap there between the mat and your torso. Just getting the movement or getting the feeling of the movement here first. And we want to think here again, push-pull sensation. So when you send your foot to the front, I would like you to think that you want to reach your foot all the way to the front as far as you can. At the same time, push the top hip away, so towards the back side of the room. So we really stretch the whole leg out and then squeeze your glutes as you send your foot back. Again, foot coming to the front, reaching forwards with your fingers and push your hip back at the same time. We bring the foot down, back, and then squeeze the glute. Now, of course, you choose your range here without falling over, trying to make as big swings here as possible. And then we breathe. So exhale, come to the front. Inhale, push your foot back. Exhale, to the front. Inhale, push your foot back. And I'm shaking here. That's a good thing. We're not going to do many of these. Again, we focus on quality repetitions here. Finding that range, thinking of that push and pull sensation. So we start to fire up the glute also here, your top glute. Push the hip behind, reach the toes to the front, and don't give up on your ribs. We want to lift the ribs off the ground a couple more times. Exhale to the front, inhale behind, and then 2. Last one. Good. All right, release. We're going to take a little stretch. Push yourself up, bend your knees, and come down here into your stretch for the side of the body. One more breath in, out, good, release. We're doing another new movement here. So coming onto your knees. If you need support your knee here, that stays on the ground. If you have any knee issues, you may want to take something underneath the knee, like a towel, to make it comfortable. We extend the other foot to the side, and now we close the ribs down, gently pull your belly button in, and take your elbows nice and wide to the sides. We start to lean now away from your leg, and then come back up to the center. That's it. We reach away, inhale. And then exhale to pull you back up to the center. Inhale, lean away. Exhale, coming back to the center. We keep the spine nice and straight the whole time. And now the work is coming from the side of your core, your obliques, to pull the chest back up above the hips. Inhale, reaching down. Exhale, pull yourself up. And try to keep the elbows nice and wide the whole time. That way we are also activating the upper back a little bit. So again, it's not just one part of the body working. We're connecting multiple tiny muscles together here. As we are, of course, focusing on the core here, this time on the side of the core. We pull the belly button in and breathe. Inhale down. Exhale, come back up. This is your first option now. I will give you a second option if you want to try. Now we're gonna lean away, twist your chest towards the ground. Open back to the side and then come back up. You start to feel that side really firing up. Inhale, exhale to twist. Inhale, open to the front. Exhale to pull yourself back up. Keep lifting up the elbows the whole time. Finding that twist for the spine. Or if the twist doesn't feel good today, then keep going with the first option. Couple more. Oh, it's getting sweaty here. It's already almost 30 degrees increase. So summer is slowly really coming. Last couple of 2 repetitions. And then, good. All right, we're going to stretch here. So this time lean towards your extended leg, reach to the side. Take a breath in here, exhale. Good. Do the same stretch on the other side. So now we are actually getting the stretch for that side that was working. Again, take support from your extended leg, reach over the head all the way to the side. So now we get a nice stretch for the side that was working. One more breath in, out, and then good. We do the same directly here. So knee is on the ground. We gently squeeze the glutes now to push the hips to the front. So we work the glutes also at the same time here. The pelvis is stabilizing to keep your hips locked in the same position. Elbows nice and wide. And then we go. Inhale to reach and then exhale to bring yourself back up. Just finding your movement here. We are leaning away from the legs. And now, of course, the gravity wants to pull you down, but don't let that happen. We're keeping the spine nice and straight. And then bringing the hips or the shoulders above the hips. Inhale, reach, exhale, feeling the work, the crunch. Coming from the side of the core, your obliques, doing the work to pull the upper body up. Strongly breathe in again. In through the nose and then out through the mouth. We feel the breath again. In the whole torso. To help us. One more like this. And if you want to try the second option, let's go. So we twist chest towards the mat, keep lifting the elbows up, turn your chest to the front, exhale, come back up, inhale, lean away, exhale to twist, inhale, open, exhale, come back to the center. Find your own rhythm here. We keep pulling the belly button in just slightly the whole time, but not too strong, so you're not able to breathe. Starting to feel the shake in the core. We keep pushing the glutes or the hips to the front, squeezing the glutes. Nice. When it gets really shaky, breathe, breathe. We don't want to forget the breath. That happens a lot. When we start to focus, that's why I keep reminding you always to breathe. We do last 2 here. Don't give up on the elbows. We'll lift the elbows nice and high the whole time. And then, good. Release, take your stretch here. And then, good. We're gonna stretch now the side here, dropping your hips to the right side, if you did the movement with me, and then reaching here, so we get now the stretch again on that side where we felt the burn, hopefully. Take your breath in, breath out, and then good. We have one more the other side to do. So coming over to the other side, extending your legs. So we're doing the leg swings on the other side. Coming down, finding your long line and taking the feet a little further to the front. Heels on top of each other. Start to push your heels and your hips away from your body. We rest the head down so the neck can really relax here. We create that gap there between the mat and the lower part of the ribs. So every time when you push the legs away, the gap appears there quite naturally. Pull your belly button in, take support from the ground in front of you. And then let's go. Exhale, swing your foot to the front. Inhale, bring it back. Trying to find that control so we don't start to swing too much. The hips stay in one place and just the leg is moving. To control the swing with breath. So even when you bring your foot behind, try not to give up on the sensation of pulling your belly button in and closing your ribs. We want to keep the spine in the same position the whole time. Hips are stabilizing. Exhale, bring the foot to the front. Inhale, behind. Exhale. And then inhale. Nice. Always squeeze in the glutes slightly as you bring your foot behind. So we keep the hips in the same position, and now start to think of the push and pull sensation when you bring your foot to the front. So we reach the toes forwards and at the same time push your top hip backwards. I cannot do it without taking support from the ground. So we start to fire up the glute also. Again, it's a whole body training here, even though we're focusing on the core. But there are a lot of tiny muscles that are also connecting to support the whole work. Keep your breath with you. Exhale to the front. Inhale, bring the foot behind. We start to feel the shake. Still pushing the belly button in. Ooh, I'm really feeling that glute on the top here. Think of pushing the hip behind. Last 3. Finding the maximum range of motion that you can do with control. So every time when we start to wobble a bit too much, that's your sign to keep it there or release the range of motion a little bit. So we really focus first on a little bit smaller movements, and then when you got the strength, then we can make it a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm done. Let's release here. Good, bend your knees and then push yourself a little bit higher. We're coming down onto the back of the body. You choose how you want to come down. Take your breath in and then finding your way down. I'm not looking, so you can just do whatever you can to come down onto the ground. Okay, we have 2 more exercises to finish here. Basic crunches. So take your feet onto the ground and now fix your hips underneath so that there is a little gap between, this is a bit too much now, but there, I'm just gonna show you. So I'm closing the gap there between my lower back and the mat, but not completely. A little gap stays there so that you are in a neutral spine position here. Hands are coming behind your head. We're going to do the same crunches here that we did in the beginning of the class before the hundreds. So elbows are coming a little closer together. We're going to kind of breathe in and then exhale. Lift your chest up. Somebody's lifting you from the middle of the chest and then release down. Always exhaling to lift up. Inhale to drop your head down. Slowly, controlled. And now we want to find the sensation in the core. Remember, we keep the hands behind the head to support the head. Head is heavy, resting on top of your hands. We keep the apple there between the chin and the chest. And then exhale up, inhale down. Your lower back stays in the same position. And now, what is an actual crunch? What is it actually that we're doing here? We're bringing the lower part of the ribs closer to the hips, so we are shortening this part of the body, and then we are releasing, we are lengthening. So the shortening is your crunch as we bring the chest closer to the hips, and then we release. Let's find the full range of motion here. So lift your upper body up, hold, and then see if you can lift a little bit higher, but using your abdominals, not your neck. Your head stays in the same position, and we get the power from the core. Lift up, hold, maybe a little bit higher, and then release down. Exhale up, hold. Take a breath in, exhale a little bit higher, and then release. Couple more like this. So you notice it's not a big movement at all, but once you find the focus to control, you really start to feel the work in your abdominals. 2 more times here. Check your lower back. Your lower back stays there. There's a little gap between the mat and the lower back. And then good, release. Nice, I promised you some twists. So this is the last one. It's called the pendulum. So we're going to start here, knees above the hips. I like to keep the knees completely together, heels touching, knees touching. And then we start to drop the knees to one side, only as far as you can keep both of your shoulders on the ground. Coming back to the center, we drop the knees over to the other side, if you have some space. I don't have that much. You're gonna drop down, and then bringing yourself back up. Your arms are there by the side of your body to support you, so I'm using the elbows, the forearms, upper arms to push the ground away as I'm bringing the knees up above the hips. And now we inhale to drop the knees, exhale to bring the knees back up to the center. Inhale, let the knees fall, but shoulders, both of them, stay on the ground. Exhale, we bring the knees back up. So your opposite shoulder presses strongly down. If I'm dropping to the left, I'm pushing my right shoulder down and then coming back up. And if you drop into the right, push your left shoulder down and then coming back up. This is your first option now. We're working the obliques again here with the twists. Your second option, I can show you only on this side. Finding your maximum here, where you can keep your shoulders on the ground. Extend your top leg. Knees coming back in, and then bring the knees back up. If you want to try on the other side, drop the knees, extend the top leg. I cannot do that. And then knees coming back in, and then come back to the center. We inhale, exhale to extend. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale to bring back up. Again, inhale to drop the knees. Exhale to extend. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, come back to the center. Last ones here. If it's too much to extend the legs, if you feel like you're falling to the ground, then just keep doing the first option. We inhale to drop the knees down. Exhale to come back up to the center. Both sides one more time, with or without the extension. Nice and slowly. And then good. Once you have done your last repetitions, pull your knees in towards your chest. Well done. We are doing a couple of stretches to cool down. And that's your session done for today. If you feel okay in the lower back, circle the knees a little bit. Maybe even closing your eyes here. Reverse the circles. Good, then we're coming down into twist. Drop your knees now completely down. Still trying to press that shoulder down. And then we completely relax here. Or trying to relax as much as you can here. Relaxing your arms, your hips, knees, feet, as much as you can. Take one more breath in. Exhale, bring the knees back to the center, other side. Dropping your knees down to get that twist for the spine. And breathing. One more breath in. Out with return back to the center. You can slowly roll yourself up, finding your way here into your hamstring stretch. Extend your legs, give a little shake first, and then relaxing your upper body down. You can relax your feet also here, your neck, if your neck feels all right. Breathing here a couple of times. Good, slowly lift your chest up and take one ankle on top of your thigh if possible, so we are not loading the knee that much. Your hands or your fingertips coming behind you, and see how close to your body you can bring your front foot here. Lifting your chest up so we get a stretch for the glute here, and breathe. One more breath in, out slowly, release, extend your leg, other side here. On top of the thigh if you can, lift your chest up and start to walk your foot closer to your body, pushing your chest to the front at the same time. And then one more breath, in, out, good, release. Nice, we are done, so thank you very much. I hope you felt the work today a little bit more on the side of the core, especially where your obliques are. And come back to the next session. Have a great day. Bye bye.